Check these guys out. Do it. Hey guys, Leon out here. And yes, I'm back after 3 weeks of no toy review after I promised. Yes, I'm back. Sorry for the somewhat longish hiatus. I was busy with stuff. Anyways, today we'll be reviewing Transformers War for Cybertron, the Netflix series that is, Siege Springer, who's possibly going to be the only triple changer I'll be reviewing, unless I'll be getting some other figures, which I might. But anyways, yeah, we're reviewing Netflix WFC Springer, and let's get straight into it. First thing I just want to say is that, I feel like Siege was possibly, out of all 3 parts of the Netflix War for Cybertron line, was the best, because everybody collectively knows that Siege Prime is the best Prime. We all know that here. At least I hope we all know that here. But anyways, yeah. Let's get into accessories first, which Springer has, plenty. That being his 2, katanas used also for the propeller in his helicopter mode. His 2 blasters, which can be connected in a very odd way. If you know what I'm talking about, don't try to mention in the comments. I'm into a decently sized rifle, and we have the little spinny piece, which is used for the propeller. He does come with a good lot of accessories, but, the guns don't really matter, and the only accessories which you do kind of need is this bit and the swords. That's really it. There are also some little effects tabs here to add some effect pieces, so when, to make a little, bits with the figure where he's swinging, there's, effects coming off. I don't have any effects, so don't expect me to do anything with that. Anyways, for articulation, he's relatively posable. Head's on a ball joint, so can move somewhat freely. Arms are on a hinge, and thankfully they don't look that ugly. But sadly, they can't go full 90, but that's because, the kibble kind of up here in the shoulders. Elbows can bend a tad bit more than a 90. There's a wrist swivel. And sadly, no sword-wielding wrists, which suck, because, he has swords. It's kind of expected to maybe have sword-wielding wrists, but whatever. There is a waist. The legs are a bit floppy on my copy, but they aren't so detrimentally floppy where if I try to stand him up, he automatically falls. So, I don't care. There's a pretty decent foot pivots, which is, again, pretty good. A foot can move up, down if you move, or I guess not down. There's a thigh swivel. You can move the leg up, a degree more than a 90. Can pull out a decent split. And the leg can move back this far, a degree less than in a 90 because of the backpack a little bit. And the knee, if not being hindered by this joint here, which for some reason just does not tab in as well as it should, and the knee bends way over 90. Anyways, let's get into some size comparisons. First things first, we'll start off with the Origins Jazz, who was the first review in this trio of reviews I started back a month ago. Yeah, a month ago. Here he is with Steelbane, the last review I had 3 weeks ago. And that's about it. Now, let's get into the vehicle modes. And here we have the car mode of Springer, which is, well, a car. Really Cybertronian-looking car at that, but a car nonetheless. He rolls like all cars should, of course. And the only real way to store the weapons on Springer is by, first off, you want to take the guns, put them back into the sniper bit, put them into the hole here, and then tab in the swords on these little side pieces here, which won't really do too well because it just has to be loose, like a bit. Like, see, they don't stay in too well. But yeah, you put them right here, and boom, you have some sort of big cannon thing. I don't know what. And I forgot to mention, but you could also store the swords here on the side, on the back. But these are way looser than it would be on the guns. Anyways, for size comparisons, we'll be doing strictly Origins jabs for this, because, car and car, dragon helicopter. It made more sense. But yeah, the Springers were clearly bigger than Jazz in their vehicle modes. But anyways, let's get to the helicopter mode. And here we have Springer in his helicopter mode. And it's a helicopter. And actually, one thing I realized is how, like, whenever people reviewed this figure, they'd always kind of complain about the fact that the wheels here are hanging off the back, which I can understand. But if you know, helicopters typically have, like, those little rotors in the back, to kind of stabilize. And the wheels kind of act as, like, those little rotors in the back. Yes, they don't look like it, but there's also some helicopters where the rotors are kind of inside the tail fin, and not outside, like with, let's say, this, where the rotor's outside, But anyways, this is, a pretty nifty helicopter. This spins pretty well. And again, it's a pretty well-done helicopter, if I'm being honest. And the legs, unfurl pretty neatly. And you can't tell that I formed the back of the car. But anyways, you can store the guns. Well, like, you can store them here at the front, which you could also do in the car. But they are more encouraged to go here to kind of, make, a battle helicopter to go pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang. Besides that, here he is next to Steelbane, and now you can see why I saved Springer, Steelbane, for Springer in helicopter mode, because, again, look at the length. It'd be quite obvious who would be the bigger one in alt mode. Or for when Springer was in his car mode. So, but anyways, yeah. There's nothing much else I have to talk about. But yeah, Springer's a pretty good figure. If you can get him, I'd suggest it. And see you guys in the next toy review. That's if I don't take another 3 weeks to post it.